What is going on, peasants? My name is JB, and we are back here today for our Week 5 Team Builder and matchup in the UPBA. This week we are taking on Bright Loving Manbird, coach of the Fort Wayne Gastrodons. So go be sure to check him out, as well as all the other coaches in the description below. For those of you who are still here from that timer stall game that was last week again, my apologies. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over this matchup. You can see his team over yonder. He has the Mew, Zapdos, Mimikyu, Incineroar, Serena, Persian Alola, Cobalion, Quillfish, Slurpuff, Ninjask, and Mega Garchomp, with Mew and Ninjask being his two Z users, with MEWNIUM Z being allowed, as well as Speed Pass being allowed. So yeah, this is a pretty scary team, very offensive, like relatively setup heavy. Mew having access to AS Speed, there's a few forms of Speed Pass, spoiler alert, but he obviously, immediate Speed Pass with Ninjask, and access to Genesis Supernova, as well as, just being a Mew. Very terrifying mon, and, Mew's just hanging out right here. I should probably show you guys, like, the full thing. You guys know the dogs playing poker. It's like, that's what the picture is, obviously. So, like, there's a Mew, there's a Teddy Ursa, there's a Meowth. This is a Meryl, and there's, like, a Zoro over here. There's a Psyduck, a Riolu, and a Pikachu all off screen. If I remember, I'll flash the image here, but I probably won't remember because I'm dumb in the brain. Anyway, so yeah, getting back to his team, Mew is just a gigantic threat if it sets up. Obviously, I really do expect it to be a more offensive Mew on this sort of team, so that's relatively scary. Zapdos, if you guys have been around this channel for a while, is one of my absolute least favorite monsters to prep against. It just does not die. And I hate playing against Zapdos, so hopefully we can get rid of that thing early and not have to deal with it. Mimikyu absolutely runs through my team if he gets a Sword Stance up. I have to be extremely careful around Mimikyu. It has a little bit of 4 move slot syndrome, but Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, and Drain Punch just destroy me if played right. He loses out on either Wood Hammer for Syrup, or Shadow Claw for a little bit of damage, but +2 Sneak just does a lot to things. Drain Punch just wrecks my team if played right, played well, like I said. And if he has Disguise up, like, Play Rough legitimately just gets a kill. So I just have to be relatively careful around that. Incineroar is a decent pivot into, like, most things. Intimidate's very annoying to deal with. Stab knockoffs coming from that thing hurt like hell. Flare Blitz spam also is very annoying. Serena, good rapid spinner. Another knockoff user, has slow U-turn as well, as does Incineroar. Alola Persian, fast pivot with parting shot. He doesn't have Z parting shot, so it's a little bit less scary. Cobalion, really fat mon. Physically, defensively, I don't remember it, but Cobalion's decently fat. It's relatively fast as well. Has a good move pool, decent offensive mon, good setup options as well. So could see that coming. Quillfish is a good hazard setter, hazard stacker. With spikes and T-spikes, so wouldn't be too shocked to see that if he wants to go that route. Slurpuff, same, has webs if he really wants webs this matchup for whatever reason. It also has access to Belly Drum, so that's terrifying. Ninjask, like I said, with Speed Pass is just stupid, so yeah, dealing with that is going to be annoying. So we have to play Mew plus Ninjask again. Shout out to the PCL Season 2, big yikes. And then Mega Garchomp with Speed Pass is actually terrifying. A lot of people give Mega Garchomp crap, but do yourselves a favor and go look at that thing's stats. It's not as bad as it gets, crap for, but it loses out on Rough Skin, which is a big thing, and a little bit of speed. If it kept Rough Skin, Mega Chomp would be like one of the best Megas in the game, like bar none in my opinion. But that's gonna do it for the matchup. So let's go ahead and get into the team we threw together. So I want to give a shout out to my boy Sock. He didn't really help me build per se, but he reminded me. I was looking at a Mold Breaker Pokemon. I'm like, what? I really wish I had a Mold Breaker mon, because I really don't want to deal with Mimikyu this game. He's like, hey, dummy, you have a Hawlucha on your team. I'm like, what? Hawlucha doesn't get Mold Breaker? Guys, Hawlucha gets Mold Breaker, and I'm stupid and totally forgot about that. Anyway, we have the Flee, our Hawlucha here. We're rocking a Choice Band this week, of course, with Mold Breaker. We have Flying Press, Stone Edge, Iron Head, and U-Turn. So we have Speed for Max Speed, Jolly, Alolan Persian, because we just wanted to go ahead and outspeed that. We 2 KO pretty much everything on his team with Banded Hawlucha. Flying Press is a dumb move. I'm surprised it doesn't get ran more often, but 100 base power fighting move, and it combines flying type and its effectiveness, so I believe it gets stabbed from both. I don't know if it gets stabbed flying, but it definitely does flying type damage, so it does huge damage to stuff like Serena. It just drops. Serena cannot live a banded Flying Press unless he's Koba Berry. It just does dumb damage to stuff like Cobalion. I feel like I didn't need Drain Punch because I'm just going to be dropping most things anyway. Stone Edge is for Zapdos, Iron Head, Oko's Mimikyu, which is the big thing. U-Turn, 2-hit KOs, almost all Mew sets. I'm pretty sure it can 2-hit KO any Mew. It definitely 3-hit KOs any Mew, so yeah, it just does huge damage to his team, and I thought it'd be really fun to just, hopefully throw him off a little bit with a Banded Hawlucha. Of course, you have to see him bringing Coco as well. I'm sorry about that. You can see him bringing Coco as well, and hopefully we can throw him off a little bit with the Choice of Banded set there. Next up, we have Sand Guardian, the Guardian of the Sand, rocking, just your standard Pert set with Stealth Rock, Scald, Earthquake, and Toxic. It's doing what it needs to do. We have Speed for uninvested Serena / Slurpuff, which I don't really expect either to be uninvested, but what the hell. And then we have Spadef because Mew's out as we naturally take on most of his physical attackers, so we don't really need to invest heavily in physical defense this week, I feel. But eating hits from Mew and Zapdos would be nice. Landing Toxic on those things especially, and well, except for Mimikyu, Mimikyu is just dropping us if he has Wood Hammer anyway. And even if he gets the +2 with Swords Dance, Play Rough is 2-hit KOing like even a Bold Swampert anyway, so like help if he's Life Orb, that is. And then we take on stuff like Cobalion naturally relatively well. We take on Coolfish very well without any physical investments, and then Slurpuff, if it gets set up, then we cry anyway. So that's a big yikes. And Garchomp, Mega Chomp, we don't necessarily live hits from, but we can sort of take. We can take like not Outrage basically. We can take Dragon Claws. We can take a couple of those. So should be fine in that regard. Next up, we have Thunderbird, our Tapu Koko, rocking an Electrium Z with Calm Mind, Roost, Dual Stab. We have Speed for Max Speed, Jolly, Alolan Persian again, just to be safe on that regard because we don't want to get outspread that. We set up on switches, and we can set up pretty much all over Zapdos and like a non-offensive Mew if it doesn't have Toxic or Taunt. So yeah, we can pretty much just do huge damage if we can get a Calm Mind or 2 up. He has to be very Spadef Zapdos to live a Electrium Z, so that's very nice. Just a way to just do a ton of damage to that stupid one. And Dazzling Gleam obviously for Chomp. We pretty much hit his entire team neutrally. Like I don't think anything resists both. We hit his entire team neutrally with Coco's Dual Stabs. If he gets set up, we pretty much win. We have Roost for longevity. Thought about running Taunt specifically for stuff like Ninja Speed Pass. Like it could, it could SD. Well, it can't SD Pass, but it can SD and Speed Pass, but. You guys know what I mean. Basically, if we catch it on a switch, we can taunt. We could have taunted instead of letting it Speed Pass, but screw it. We just decided to go with Roost for longevity. Next up, we have Caldoggo, our Arcanine with Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun, and Roar. We have Flamethrower hits everything but Coolfish neutrally. That's the main reason we're running only one form of Stab. We have Speed for Zapdos Creeps, you just outspeed an uninvested Zapdos, and then we have Spadef for things and stuff. Basically the same thing as Per. We take on most of his physical attackers relatively low with Intimidate and just good natural bulk. And just here to, basically to get rid of Serena. It doesn't care about Serena, doesn't really care about Cobalion if it's not set up, and we can just spam Flamethrower against everything. His only resistant Flamethrower is Coolfish. And Incineroar. I completely blinked over Incineroar when I wrote that, but Will-O-Wisp does go through this guy, so if we can catch Mimikyu on a switch into Willow, that would be phenomenal. Next up, we have Miss Murder, our Mega Absol with Swords Dance, Knockoff, Superpower, and Ice Beam. We are running enough speed for Cobalion, and it's, again, just here to click buttons. Knockoff and Superpower do a lot to most things, and then Ice Beam, obviously, is to catch Mega Chomp. Because if we can catch that, that'd be cool. But it's just a way to not let Mega Chomp just come in for free, essentially. And then Superpower is so we're not, walled by Incineroar, as well as, not giving Cobalion a boost. And Knockoff basically, I'm just throwing a bunch of big words and hoping I sound smart at this point. But Knockoff hits everything else, just pretty damn hard. This set doesn't really do much to Slurpuff, but he's not bringing it, hopefully. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Scumbag Hero from last week. We have Cryogonal with Freeze Dry, Hidden Power Ground, Knockoff, and Rapid Spin. So where last week we had Recovery instead of Knockoff, this week we have Knockoff instead of Recovery. We have Speed for Max Speed, Timid Mew, and again, it's just here to click Freeze Dry. It helps deal with Serena, because Serena's annoying. It helps deal with Quillfish, because Amon's annoying. And it does a lot to Mega Chomp. We have Hidden Power Ground to hit Incineroar, which otherwise can switch in for free. We have Knockoff to knock off items from stuff like Mew if he's not a Z move. or just anything, because it's knockoff, and then spin to get rid of hazards. So that's gonna do it for this team, and I'll see you all in the battle right about meow. Alright, we back here with the game finally. So I was supposed to play this game like 3 hours ago. This dude Degenerate was like AFK or something, so finally getting around to it. You can see the team we went over right over there. We got some Bandit Halucha. Just for those of you who wanted to skip, I can just read it real quick. We got Bandit Halucha, Spidef Pert, Calm Eye Roost, 2 attacks Coco, Spidef Arcanine with Willow, Morning Sun, and Roar, just flamethrower. It's very spammable. Got some Ice Beam, Mega Absol, and we got pretty fast Caragonal. So we see a Mew, Mimikyu, Megachomp, Serena, Incineroar, and Zapdos. So no Ninjask is freaking amazing, because I really underprep for that. So yeah, that's pretty cool not to see that mon. Not gonna lie. So Halucha, Bandit Halucha literally just clicks buttons this entire game, which is amazing. In terms of leads, though, I honestly kind of just want to lead with it, because I naturally outspeed everything, and I could just get a Banded U-turn off on something, so why the hell not? See what he wants to lead with. If he leads Mew, I can like just go hard into... actually, no, I won't go hard into Absol, because I don't want to get Willowed. That'd be a bad play. But I'm a bad player, so like we make those. So I got 5 out of the 6 right? Did I? All I know is we don't see Ninjask. I really wish I could. We see Serena instead of Ninjask. Is that the only thing that's wrong about the layout? I'm real bad at like noticing everything wrong with the layout, if you guys couldn't tell. So yeah, we got Mew, Chomp, Incineroar, Mimikyu, Serena, Zapdos. Okay. I got 5 out of the 6 right, and I didn't even mean to. Yay! And the one I got wrong was the one I really didn't want to see the most, so we take those. Definitely take those. Good luck, have fun. To Manbird, of course, go check him out in the description down below. And let's see what this man leads off with. I really like Bandit Halucha this game, dude. Oh crap, I'm gonna give away that I'm Mold Breaker. I didn't think about that. Who cares? Switch into it, nerd. Show me your switch-ins. Leads off with Williams, which ends up being the Serena. Ooh, my friend. Does this just die? Oh, Jesus, yeah, this Flying Press straight up Okos if he's no bulk. Even if he's max HP, he dies. He'd have to be max HP with a lot of defense to live. So I think my play is to just U-turn, honestly. I could go for the kill, but there's no way he lets me. He has a Zapdos right there that's pretty free. I risk the static, but my speed's not super important. As long as I can live 1 hit from Mimikyu, I'm fine with being paralyzed. I don't really care that much about it, so yeah, I think I'll just go for U-turn. Get some big effing damage off on something. Yo, the man play is he goes hard Mimikyu because he times 4 resists. Okay, this is taking a ton. He just stays in. Jesus, that almost O-code. That was a crit. Okay, my bad. My bad, bro. Turn 1 crit, we take those, but I mean, hey, that's what happens when we were supposed to play 3 hours ago. Kappa. But that did like 85. So yeah, we can just bring in the Pupper. And yeah. Let's go hard Arcanine. Get the Intimidate off. I don't really... I mean, he probably U-turned as well. He goes for a knockoff. That's annoying. It's not the end of the world, though. Okay, that's some decent damage, not gonna lie. That let me down to 153. I just want to see if that's banded by any chance. They did 23 at -1. Okay, no, but that is probably adamant. It's like, yeah, it's probably just adamant damage. Max attack. It's like the min roll for that, so he could be like Jolly or something and maybe get that roll, like a high roll. Yeah, it's like a mid roll if he's Jolly. Okay, so that's probably just max attack. Now he could go for a Synthesis here. There's a lot of things he could do, but nothing enjoys being burned except for Incineroar, and I don't really see him going hard Incineroar here. He doesn't know if I'm offensive or not. I mean, he saw lefties, so he could probably assume I'm not offensive, but hey, offensive lefties, Arcanine isn't, you know, that out of the that far crazy. He goes El Chompo. Please actually be Garchomp. It is actually Garchomp. Please land. Boom. So we land a Willow on Garchomp. What, turn 2, turn 3, whatever turn this is. We take those. That's turn 2, right? Yeah, we definitely take those. Getting a burn on this thing is huge. This thing is a monster. And now I can, honestly, I could just go hard into Brain Freeze. Like, this thing's burned. If he has Fire Blast, it's going to do a decent amount, but not a ton. So yeah, we'll just get Cryogonal in here. He just Megas. If he's uninvested Fire Blast, it's still doing around half, actually. Holy crap. That's a lot of damage. He just sets rocks. Okay. So we see Knock on Serena. See rocks on Chomp. So that leads me to believe he's probably a more offensive Mew. His switching into this is literally only Incineroar, so I can get a knockoff here. He stayed in. Why would you stay in against the... I mean, I guess you're just sacking, which, I mean, sort of makes sense, but whatever. I should take that relatively well, I do. He knows I have Knock now. Do I care if Incineroar comes in here? Not particularly. I could just kill off the Garchomp, or I could go for Spin. I really want to... am I going to be able to... If he goes... Yeah, I outspeed everything. He didn't bring Kobe, he didn't bring Persian, so he doesn't have anything naturally faster. He'll have to be Scarf if he wants to prevent me from spinning, or he could go Mimikyu. If he goes Mimikyu here, I break his disguise, which is perfect. He does switch into John Cena, which I'm assuming is an Incineroar. It is. Okay, I'll just spin here. Just with prevent rocks. I'm not too like attached to keeping Cryogonal around, especially with a burnt Garchomp. I froze it. That's 2 freezes in 2 weeks, mind you. I'm hacking the crap out of this man, and I do apologize for that, but hey, you know, it's whatever. I'm just gonna spin. I'm sacking this thing off, basically. The gentlemanly thing to do here is just stay in until he thaws and just let him kill me, because, I mean, hey, that's the gentlemanly thing to do, but you best believe I'm gonna knock off and rapid spin before that happens, so. So he's Helmet. Helmet. Okay, that's good enough. You don't need that helmet, bro. You do not need that helmet, bro. You don't need this. Give me that. You don't need it. Alright, he thawed. That's fine. He goes for Toxic. And this. He missed the Toxic. Oh, dear God. After thawing. I don't know why you clicked Toxic there, but, okay. You should have killed me, bro. Like, I get you were frozen, but you definitely should have just... there's no world where you should have gone for Toxic there. I'll get some damage off with HP Ground, and he just finishes me off with Knockoff. Alright, so... Cryogonal just put in way too much work. Good lord. I'll just bring in Flea and U-turn again. Jesus Christ, dude. That's absolutely hilarious. I feel a little bit bad. Only a little bit though. It's just because I'm a piece of crap. A true sportsman would feel horrible about that, but we don't care about that here. We just want dubs. Anyway. He does switch. Probably Zapdos. Yeah, it's a Zapdos. Please, no static. Oh, he's pressure, Pog. So I can just freely U-turn now, don't have to worry about that. Get a little bit of damage off. Can I gleam anything from that? We don't see lefties. He is at, like... 85? 80? Yeah, he's at, like, 85%. So, I just want to see if that's, like, max fizz stuff before I go into anything. Not that it really matters, I'm just curious. Because I feel like that did a decent amount for a U-turn, even though I am banded. Yeah, that's not bold. That's definitely not max bold. Good to know. Good to know. Can I go Coco here? I do like half with Thunderbolt. Can I just kill it with Z? Honestly, yes, I do OHKO with Z. Just a max HP Zapdos. However, I think I'd rather get rocks up here. Going to Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand. Shout out to Vine, dude. RIP Vine. We can just go for rocks. RIP YouTube, baby. Feels bad. He goes for huh? Okay. Agility Zapdos, interesting. Oh, he could be Baton Pass on this, couldn't he? That's a yikes. That's quite a big yikes. I'll just Toxic whatever he wants to bring in. Ooh, if he's Agility Mimic, Baton Pass into Mimikyu, that's stupid. If he has Woodhammer, he'll Baton Pass into that. Yeah, okay, he is Agility Pass. Speed Pass is so broken, dude. Goes into So Handy, which is the Mew. Alright, so we landed Toxic on Mew, which is cool. I don't really care about Synchronize, as, you know, it's still Toxic on a Mew, so this thing's on a timer. It's at +2 speed right now. Unfortunately, I have Roar on this instead of, or I have Roar on Arcanine instead of this, because I didn't want to run dual status on Arcanine. So that's annoying. But yeah, we do land the Toxic on Mew. He's at +2 speed, which is only really annoying for my Absol and Coco. I mean, like, nothing. I don't outspeed it, obviously, because it's a fucking Mew. Let's just say he's, like, Baton, but, like, max HP, max special attack. Earthquake's still doing a good chunk. Psychic, he'd have to be set up for it to do actual damage. He could go for, like, Energy Ball or something, I guess. He just pops a Z move. Wait, MEWNIUM Z's allowed? What? Oh yeah, it was, duh. I'm stupid. Oh well. Forgot that was allowed. Does this kill me? No, it does not. Okay, it actually barely does anything. I don't have Sucker on Absol, which fucking sucks. Not that it matters because Psychic Drain's gonna be up. That's such a clean animation, though. Can I show that? I'm going to anyway. I ain't fuck editing. We can just drop an EQ though, get some damage off, which is cool. That does a solid amount too. So you know he's Psychium, or MEWNIUM rather. I might have to just sack the Toxic damage, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do. Because he's faster than Absol. MEWNIUM. Psychic. I'm at, let's see, 53 HP. Is there any way I can live a Psychic in terrain? I don't live a regular Psychic from here, so no. Maybe if he's timid? No, not even if he's timid outside of terrain, I don't live, so I die here. Oh, no, I'm at 59, so there's a slight chance I live if he's timid. So we'll take it, we'll see. I mean, that's without terrain, though. Goes for Aura Sphere. So he predicts the Absol. I might live. I should live, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm very sped off. So that's a bit of an over-prediction for my opponent, which, you know, we take this. And yeah, he'll die to Toxic, which is perfect. So, a bit of an unfortunate over-predict there. But, you know, Pert doing his thing. Let's see. Pert will die to Toxic as well. Dies to Toxic from Mew Synchro? Does that Mew skill? Probably. I'll just give it to Mew. Toxic kill on Mew. Now, he has nothing that outspeeds my Absol. And he can't go for... Actually, no, CalDog goes to play against everything, I think. If he goes to Chomp, I could just... Actually, no, I don't want him going for that again. I don't want him doing that again, so I can go Coco here. Set my own terrain. Yeah, so play. I don't want him agility passing again for free. And he just goes into Serena. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I didn't want him agility passing again. We know I'm faster than this because I was faster. We know he's not Scarf basically because we saw the leftovers on, or we saw that the leftovers. Jesus, we saw the not Scarf versus Halucha on turn 1. So I can just Gleam here. It hits everything. Actually, just sacks. Go grabs 1. If he goes Dose here, I'm just blowing it back. Imagine pinging me on Twitter in the middle of a Wi-Fi battle. SMH. He does go Zapdos here. And after rocks, he should be easily in range of my Z move, so if he goes Chomp, that's fine. Like, I'm not letting him agility up again. And he just stays in and he should be dead. Is that overkill? Probably, but whatever. I'm fine with it. Like I said, I don't want him agilitying again for free. Probably didn't need a Z move there, but I'm not risking it. If should kill any Zapdos from this range. He's taking a little bit of chip around the rocks, so he should be dead. I would hope. Yep, perfect. Coco doing its thing. Mimikyu is still around, which is effing terrifying. He goes into Chomp here. Can I live a burned Earthquake? Let's find out. I really want to find out. Actually, well, let's say if he's max HP. If he's max HP, he's not in range of Gleam. However, if he is burned, can I live 1? I live 1 Earthquake if he's burned. What if he's adamant? Let's check that. Let's check all the boxes. Let's be safe. If I'm gonna leave a Coco in on a Garchomp, let's be safe. If my fucking mouse would work. There we go. I do live 1 if he's adamant. I could Calm Minds and go for game, or I could just Dazzling Gleam twice, and Dazzling Gleaming twice is the far safer play. So we'll just Dazzling Gleam. And he lives that. Just goes for rocks again. Questionably, because I definitely could have just Calm Minded there and won. Please live this round of burn. He does not. Shit. So Arcan, I guess I kill. If he would have lived that burn, that would have been a free ass Calm Mind that turn. Because I still live, you know, the Earthquake, obviously. Dies to burn from Arcanine. Kills Mega Garchomp with burn. Okay. Mimikyu is still a thing. And Incineroar is still a thing. We know that's an Assault, or no, a Rocky Helmet Incineroar, which probably is in range of U-turn after, or no, range of Thunderbolt after rocks. And I just have to break Mimikyu's Disguise. I don't even need to break Mimikyu's Disguise, I just need to not lose to Mimikyu. Which is going to be harder than it sounds, honestly. Which is why if he sets up, I might have to go hard into Lucha. Can Lucha live a +2 sneak? I probably should have calced for that, huh? Mimikyu, use Swords Dance, Life Orb. +2. I do live 1 +2 Shadow Sneak. Perfect. Okay, so he goes into Incineroar here. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely T-ball range. And he won't be able to get up to +4 against me, so I think we're fine. To just break the Disguise versus Mimikyu here. Bro, like those early game hacks sucked, but it's really annoying. It's called the Broom. I'm fucking terrified. This mon is so scary to prep for, dude. He can't get the +4 against me. And as long as he doesn't get the +4, I think I'm okay. Because if he goes for 2 Sword Stances, I just kill. If he just goes for Play Rough, that'll 2-hit KO me. He is Life Orb. Aw, my terrain went away. So he doesn't Swords Dance, so I could, you know, go Arcanine and try to preserve this, but honestly, I'd rather just play it safe. I don't want him. I can't let him get the +4, dude. Like, the easiest way to not let him get the +4. I mean, I could go Arcanine and he'd be at +3 technically if he Swords Dance twice on me, but I could Willow. Yeah, that was probably the correct play, was to go Arcanine to preserve the diff, but first off, I live that. Second off, this Thunderbolt might just kill. That Thunderbolt did nothing. Okay. Do I preserve? I feel like such a scumbag if I preserve because I hacks the fuck out of this man. I'll do it. I need some diff after getting a timer loss last week, dude. Or a timer win, rather. I got no diff from last week, so if he clicks Play Rough here, he's a god, and he'll get the diff back anyway. Yeah, he just clicks Sneak. Okay, I should be able to let 2 barring a crit. Yeah, we're good. And we can just iron him. I feel like such a scumbag for preserving that differential point. I really do. He actually just dives to Life Orb, so Hawlucha doesn't even get the kill. So, yeah, GG. Manbird, I feel real bad about like the turn 1 crit didn't really matter because it was a Serena that was getting 2-hit KO'd by pretty much everything on my team, and like I went Arcanine after anyway. It was dying to, you know, Flamethrower anytime it came back in, but the freeze on Incineroar was huge. That just lost him a lot of momentum. Other than that, though, I don't really feel too horrible about all of that. You know, that's just a game we play. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.